everyone, Gwen here. As you can tell, we finally made it to Unenthorn. It took me about 40 minutes to just wander through it enough. It is not clear enough that elves don't want you in their city. What makes you think you're entering their house is a good idea? I thought it was the norm. You're noble among humans. Your commoners can't say no when you barge into their houses. But that's not how it works here. Let's leave before anyone gets angry and puts us in trouble. Okay, alright. It's just exploring. That's what you do in normal RPGs. Humans, we don't often see your kin around. The swords you bring. I'm sure the Elder would like to speak to you about them. If you wish to talk to Elder of the Hari. At least she'll pretend to be interested in you. Wow. If you've spoken with a few of us, you know how we feel about your coming. Except for some very rare creatures, such as the Wanderer, who we prefer outsiders to stay where they should. Outside. Okay then, her face. I just wanted to explore the city a little. It looks like there's shops here, but I don't think they'd be pretty happy if I explored the shops yet. Excuse me, which way do I go from here? I heard of your coming, humans. It is not often the Fae let humans into the city. Go and see the Elder. I'm sure she'd like to speak with you. Okay. I don't know where the Elder is. That kind of looks a little rough there. Oh, I'm guessing this is the Elder? Is this the Elder? Okay. She has blue hair. Dark blue hair. Cool. I have returned, Elder, and I come to you with companions. I have heard of your coming from the Fae envoys, Nina. Not often do they let outsiders pass their gardens. She looks really interesting. It looked more like we pushed through rather than them letting us through. Count your blessings, boy. Had they wanted you to run in circles until you die of exhaustion, they would have done so already. Now tell me, child, what important matter can there be that you must bring these unsightly creatures into our domain? The Fae Slayer failed its mission, Elder. The Emerald King continues his rough awakening and is growing stronger by the minute. We come seeking your aid, hoping you might help us fight him. There's not much time before he walks around once again. We've lent them a guide out of generosity, and now they're asked for more instead of turning into their own? The elven kind are not obliged to help them, child. Less so when they could have handled them themselves, but they swallowed their pride. You're right, we don't have to help them, but I believe that it's in our interest that we do. The human realm is governed by a balance of power, Elder. They're keeping this secret as to not disrupt it, and so avoiding unnecessary conflicts. Let the Mongols fight among themselves for all I care. Perhaps with enough of them gone, this realm can be peaceful once more. Should the humans fight amongst themselves, I believe in this grove of ours can protect us from their flames. Throughout our kin's history, have we not always walled ourselves from human conflicts and ended in vain? I see you have learned from the Wanderer's finesse and words, Nina. I'll take that as a compliment. So this is the wielder of the Fae Slayer. He looks like the type indeed. Looks like the type? Are there any criteria for someone to be able to wield the sacred sword? Well, you're certainly a slow one. Did you think these swords pick their wielders at random and he's just a lucky kid? I thought swords were metallic tools made for killing, not choosing. What in deuce's names are these things? Centuries ago, 3 swords were forged by mystic smiths of the Rosian Empire. Imbued with magic to defeat their own kin, one was made for the elves, one was made for the humans, and one to unite them both. They are powerful weapons given birth for a sole purpose, to defeat a great army from the east that threatened to invade their lands. The Celestians. These swords are relics from the area of the conquest? So that the swords won't fall into wrong hands, they were made to accept only wielders with not just physical fitness, but also certain virtues. The Fae Slayer seeks temperance, common among the long-lived elves, but rarely seen in shorter-aged humans. The Garu, in contrast, seeks courage, which is often seen among humans whose shortest lives make them strive for greatness. Wait, that can't be true. I've never seen the Garu reject anyone who tries to wield it, even those without much courage. That's because every sacred sword acts differently to those who deem unworthy. You see, when wielded by someone who merits it rejects, a sacred sword will awake the virtues they seek and push it beyond limits. So much are these virtues pushed that it becomes vices. For the Fae Slayer, too much temperance makes one a pacifist. For the Garu, too much courage, it turns people into madmen. So you're not one of them. Be wary, wielders. Let your guard down, and you may find yourself be the weapon, and not the sword your master. He's been turned into a pacifist, and he's been turned into someone with anger. Now then, about helping you defeat the Emerald King. I know of one amulet of old times that protects its wielder from agents. Its craftsmanship has been passed down from many elven generations past. However, for me to make it, I will ask you to deliver here a certain ingredient that exists only in the human realm. Anything you ask for, Elder. If it's in our ability to get it, we will. I like your conviction, so befitting of one who wields a Garu. South of this forest lies a vast mountain range, one that borders the Old North from the rest of the world. The Great White Serpent. The only way to pass it is to sail through Cavern of Sylphs, which lies under the city of Levantine, where it leads to the Outer Realms. You're not going to ask us to climb it or something, are you? Nothing at all like that, boy. All you have to do is find a Direborn, a special kind that resides only in those mountains. I need a few of their tusks. Bring it to me, and I'll make you the amulet. That sounds simple enough. We should be able to find some near the village of Mudtown, shouldn't we, Sir Severin? That does seem to be so. Oh, and one more thing. From now on until you return, both the Garu and Fae Slayer shall stay here. But I can't fight without this sword. I'm not trained knight, just a boy given strength by the sword. Without it, I'll be just dead weight. Look, Elder, the sacred sword was trusted to me and only to me. I can't leave it in someone else's care, not even you. Then we're done here. Good luck with the Emerald King. Nina, you can leave those two now. Consider yourself relieved of your task. Wait, Elder, there must be some other way to do this. You come here asking for my help. Don't tell me you're not prepared to give something in return. I'm doing this out of my limitless generosity. If you don't want it, your kin can go fight each other for all I care. Fine, I'll leave the Garu here until we return. Are you sure about this, Sir Severin? Let's think it through for a bit. It's either we get this amulet and hope it works, or we give up the task and tell everyone to get their armies up. Both are risky, but one of these options would definitely screw the realm up, and I'll gladly take a risk over a certain path to chaos. Alright, I trust on you, this, sir. That's more like it. Now, the swords, if you please. Should I even find one single chip on these blades when we return? My, making threats now, are you? Bark as much as you want, I can break your sword into pieces, and there's nothing your feeble human strength can do to harm me. Know your place, puny human, and learn some temperance from your friend there. Perhaps then the Fae Slayer will give you a glance. Nina, take them to Azando, the blacksmith, and tell him to prepare swords for these men to borrow. Yes, Elder. I'll be waiting for your return, humans. Oh, and so do these swords, I suppose. Okay, that was kind of mean, but there's a shiny spot here. Got some banded mail. Now we don't have them. I guess that's what those techniques were for. I think this is actually her house right here, because this looks very familiar. But are we actually? What was that noise? That was a really weird noise. So did leather. This looks exactly like her house in the future. And gonna be fun. I don't have the, I thought you'd come with the Fae Slayer for me to adore, but you just come to borrow one of our own. I have my own, but Pierre here needs something he can handle one-handed. Got anything lying around? Elves don't make weapons out of whim, human. We only craft one when somebody needs it. There's no unused sword lying around waiting to be picked up. Every sword that goes out of my workshop belongs to someone. If you want a sword for you to wield, you have to borrow from someone or wait for me to forge them. You forge swords for your personal use? That sounds really awesome. So, how long does it usually take? That depends a lot on the intricacy, but generally around 10 to 14 years for a sword. We soon turn into old dried bones before we get our hands on your craft. We need something and we need it now. Quit shouting, human. You're here asking for a favor, and yet you make demands like a robber. Coming here is starting to look like a big mistake every minute. You said that every sword here belongs to someone. Does that mean everyone has a weapon of some sort? Except those deemed still too young to wield a weapon, of course. What about it? Well, since it's impossible to wait for you to forge new ones, can we borrow yours? What did you say? No way I'll let you touch mine. You know, I felt the same way when your elder asked us to leave our sacred swords with her. To let go of such a valuable thing and fully trust it to someone unknown to us. I understand that feeling. It's exactly because I understand such feelings that I promise to take good care of your sword. Alright, I'll lend you mine. Wait, are you serious? You'll lend your sword to this boy? Why not? He wields the face layers, Indo. He'll know how to handle an elfin sword. But it's not for free. I'll lend you your blade if you promise me one thing. And what would this one thing be? Bring me an item from the human realms, would you? A musical instrument, more specifically. That's an odd request, but I can definitely do that. Wait a minute, sister. That sword is our family heirloom. You can't lend it away just like that. Now, be honest with me, brother. Have you been wanting an instrument ever since the Wanderer showed us his? Haven't you? Ugh. And we haven't swung those swords for years. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to breathe out of their sheaths once in a while. Alright, sis. Do whatever you want. Let me prepare and sharpen the sword before you take it away. Come back here early morning. God, why not just... It'll get soon dark outside anyway. Treading the summer-light gardens at nighttime is far more dangerous, more so for humans. Fine. But we don't have anywhere to spend the night, do we? Well, I have a house you could sleep in. Whoa, wait just a second. It's not a culture for men to sleep in a woman's house. It'll be fine if you prefer the gardens and sleep with the fey creatures. Your house it is, Nina. Please lead the way. Sir Severin! It's just beside the elders up on the elder tier of Anantor. Follow me. I'll take you there. Could she possibly be Ellie's mother? I mean, this is like 20 years, so I guess it could possibly. Is this for real? He walks out, I should say. Okay. I know there's a few houses, but I don't think they'll allow me. No. Alright. I can go up in the house above me. I guess that's because they're allowed to go in those houses. It's like, I'm just curious. But I'm pretty sure Nina is Ellie's mother. Pretty sure. This is exactly the same place. You're really bothered by this, are you, Pierre? Yes, a little or a lot. I don't know. It's just for one night, and it's not like we're going to be close to each other while we sleep. We'll put either the chairs to the floor, no entering her room at any circumstances. Alright, Severin. That's a good idea, because I guess I'll be safe. Do all humans judge themselves to have pretty low self-control about these matters? Throughout human history, there have been a lot of problems that stem from our desires. We tend to be cautious about these in order to not be swayed, especially being too close with members of our preferred gender. If even yourself's view on your own kin is lacking control, it's no surprise finding a wielder for the face layer proved to be a challenge. Anyway, I suggest you get comfortable and get some rest. You may need some time to adjust to the light. There's no nighttime in Anantor. If you don't follow your body's internal clock, your sense of time will get thrown off. And how about you, Nina? Aren't you going to be taking a rest as well? We haven't eaten anything, have we? I'll be back in a bit. Some of our food may not be edible for your kind. She just leaves. Pierre. Yes, Sir Severin? Tomorrow we'll have to walk all the way to Mudtown. It'll be a long day, and we need as much energy as we can get. Now pick a spot and make yourself comfy. You can continue watching her as much as you want in your dreams. I'm just gonna go. Okay. Blackness. She's outside. Severin came out. Okay. You're up early. I thought you were saving up energy for tomorrow. This perpetual daylight is making my sleep uncomfortable. The more I lie down, the more my head aches. Ha! Welcome to Onendora, where it's bright even as the whole world outside turns dark. How's Pierre doing? Is he still hurt from our previous fight? Kid's sleeping like a log, but he's all better. We humans usually take a few months, if at all, to recover from such grave wounds. This kind of regeneration must be the sacred sword's power. Maybe this task is turning out to be too hard for him after all. Huh, I didn't see that coming. I thought you're the kind of strict warrior who forges his pupil by fire. After seeing him fight on our last encounter with the Emerald King, even if we try again, I doubt Pierre will be able to win it for us. He said he's not a trained warrior. Maybe you should have expected it from the beginning. You don't understand, this isn't about skill. With the Durandal guiding his hands in battle, he's good enough as is. What worries me is his lack of motivation. After our defeat, each time a problem rises, he suggests giving up and telling the Durandals to handle their own problem. We can't achieve victory like this, not with that kind of mindset. Say, Nina. I don't know if you noticed, but Pierre's been on to you since we've met. Not all subtle in my eyes, but perhaps you're not familiar with our courtship displays? I'm aware. I don't dislike being adored, but you should make it clear to him. No matter what we think about each other, this won't last. After we're done with the Emerald King, I'll return to Onentor. No one knows how long it will take before I step out to your world again. Yeah, about that. Don't tell him to lie. Can I ask to at least pretend you're also interested? What was that again? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I just think he can use some motivation, a reason for him to continue fighting. I was given the task to guide your way to the Emerald King, and I've done much more than just that. Still, you ask such a thing from me? It's just, no matter how the good of two of us are fighting, Ravager is the one who has the Durandal. Even with the amulet, he's still the same frightened boy the next time we fight the Emerald King. Forget it, I'm sorry if you asked, that was out of line. I'll try to get some more sleep before we go. Can you tell us when the blacksmith has his swords ready? Sure. Thanks, Nina, you've been great help. Runs back to it's like, yeah, I probably should have said anything. Question mark, question mark, question mark. As promised, I have sharpened Azima's sword for you to use in your travels, for a while, that is. It is a well-balanced blade of masterwork craftsmanship, but not imbued with magic like the Face Slayer. You will be noticeably weaker. Remember this before going into a fight, and don't be reckless. I want that sword back in my sister's hands. Thank you. It does feel awkward to handle. Take good care of them, or make sure you won't get your sacred swords back. That's not a very funny joke. Because it's not a joke. As Pierre said, dire boars are sometimes spotted near the village of Mudtown. We should first take a ship from Durban to Levantine, then tread the mountain path to the right of the city's cathedral. Levantine, huh? I suppose there'll be many humans there? An elf walking the city streets will no doubt draw all eyes in. I hope you're ready for that. Don't worry, Nina. As long as we're around, no one will lay a finger on you. I hope you're right. Let's go. We're running against the clock here, aren't we? Did she just smile at me? Today's gonna be a good day. Feel it. Severin. She's doing it. Thanks, Nina. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. But I think this is where Ellie comes from. I think. Yeah. Let's look at the weapons. He's got his Larog sword, so at least he has that much. Anything better than what we got? Oh, okay, let's give him the banded mail. Let's give him the sword. Anything better here? Let's give him a set of leather. Nothing really better there. Okay. So there was a thing. These don't really matter there. Yeah, that one does half damage, so there's no point of keeping it right now. I mean, it's still good attack, it's just, terrible. Well, that's been about all our time for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite interesting. And I really think that we're found Nina is Ellie's mother. They never really named her, but I'm pretty sure it is. And then you have Pierre, who could be her father. But what happens to him? I don't know. Maybe he dies. I really don't know. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. And I guess it kind of does with her more attitude towards Ellie in some ways. About pushing her out to go see the humans. Because she kind of has more of a human temperance than a elven temperance. She's that kind of person that really seems like that. I really don't know what she feels about him. I think she is either faking it, probably faking it. I really don't know. But I guess we'll have to see. Very interesting things going on here. But it's also kind of sad at the same time to see how much faking is involved here. It really is. Well, anyways, if you like this video, do leave a like leave a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I know my videos have kind of been a little out of whack lately. I'll try to get more of on an actual schedule, but it's just been kind of difficult. Probably won't be able to get everything situated until probably October, when I have more of an understanding of how everything's going to go. But I guess we'll have to wait and see for that. Well, I hope you all enjoyed watching. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye!